Hi, I'm Will. In this Sustain Fire video, I'll be letting you know about our upcoming 2025 Yearly Gaming Day and taking a look back on last year's event. This year, the 2025 Sustain Fire annual event will be held at the Lavala Centre, Presentation Room, 58 Fernberg Road, Paddington, Brisbane, Australia. On the day, there will be a lucky draw raffle, prizes, second-hand minis for sale, cold drinks, pizza for lunch, and a room full of passionate second ed players. Last year we had 26 players in attendance. All the games are non-competitive and are aimed as a laid-back fun experience. It is a $25 entry and you can register by contacting sustainfire2023@hotmail.com. At last year's event we had several Golden Golf Awards and a huge Keeper of Secrets professionally painted by ex-Heavy Metal staff member Josh from Crown of Command. Now let's take a look at the games being played. First up, we have Matthew Coombs' Imperial Guard army with a nice mix of units. His opponent Paulie with his lovely squat army and a great collection of retro minis. Paulie mentioned his favourite moment from the game was using speculative fire from the flood gun to take out the whole guard squad on the roof of that bunker. They didn't move, so they copped strength 6 hits. Ouch. Following up is Matthew Crouch's Ultramarines versus Dark Angels. And next is Neville's very nice Orc army with lots of beautiful retro Road Trader and second ed Orc minis. Neville won the Golden Golf Award for most retro. James brought his Catachan Imperial Guard along, which looks splendid with their Sentinels and Tank Roxies. I must say I do love James's pacing style as well. I've been trying to emulate something similar as well for my own Catachans. Next we have Connor's Blood Angels versus the Chaos Army. Great to see all the Demons and Noise Marines on the table. Their table was set up really nicely as well. It was good to see a card Imperial Bastion in the flesh. That's my first time. Following that we have a Chaos Nurgle army. The level of grot and decay textures and the weathering is really impressive here. That Lehman Rust really looks the part. On the next table we have Paul's Blood Angels versus Nick's Blood Angels. I'm sure some extremely imaginative storytelling went into the justification for this battle. Of note, some of the larger bunker buildings on this layout are from BP Laser. They really do capture that second ed feel very well. The next game is between Tim and his squat army. Awesome to see a second ed Land Raider in the flesh. He was playing against Eddie's Chaos Terminator army, complete with a baton, which would have been quite the challenge. Following on we have two very well presented armies, James's Space Wolves versus Dan's Rough Rider Imperial Guard. I love the idea of a Rough Rider army. Unfortunately, Dan mentioned they didn't perform too well, only managing to kill a handful of Marines. Luckily he picked up a Golden Goff for best theme though, so hopefully that made up for it. On the next table we had Michael's fantastic looking Dark Angels army, for which he won the Best Painted Golden Goff Award. He was playing against Tim's Praetorian Imperial Guard army with an Imperial Firebase. I must say it does look good to have two such well painted armies on a lovely terrain board. It really does up the enjoyment of the game in my opinion. Next we have Stuart's Nurgle Chaos army versus my Elder army. Whilst my Elder fought valiantly and there was a nice showdown between Baroth and the Chaos Lord, Chaos ultimately won the battle. The eagle eyes amongst you will notice my landing pad terrain, which was set up in a similar way to my Blood and Fire 2024 battle report. Following on is the battle between Space Marines and a force made up of Grey Knights and Sisters of Battle. On the next table we have two Elder forces battling off against each other. Tail's Elder army has a very nice theme and painting style. In particular, they contrasted well against Brad's vibrant second ed colour scheme. It was quite cool to see two different interpretations of the same faction, showing how much variety there can be in the hobby. Our last table was between Sean's Orc Boys versus Leadham's Horus Heresy Marines. They had some lovely Orc buildings, which was a perfect backdrop for Sean's army. During lunch, several of the guys fought a battle of the Titans. Great to see these models out on the tabletop. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you there.